Hey fans, me Aaron for a comic show. It's the week after Christmas. The publishers got out some good stuff. I'm excited about them. The main thing I was excited about is Doomsday Clock 2. 2 covers. You got the Mime and the Marionette on here. You have Lex Luthor with Ozymandias' hand on his shoulder. The second print, number 1, is out, which is a black and white version of the main cover for the first issue. But this second issue, it's loaded, it's packed. This one did a whole lot of building of what to expect and how Jeff Johns is just swinging for the fences, adapting other characters, the villains from the Charlton universe into the Watchmen universe. This one, they're already in the DC universe. They're coming, they're here, they're kicking ass, they're taking names. There's more mystery. There's you know, I'm not going to spoil it, but there's an aw shit moment with another character, and before people start spoiling things and saying, oh, this is stupid, how can this be? You got to know that there are characters in this world that their main MO is being masters of disguise, such as the Question, who is a version of Rorschach. So it was great. I'm loving Doomsday Clock. I'm really into it. The first 2 issues have hit hard. They don't seem to be pacing themselves or dragging it out. It's going to be 12 badass, dense issues of story with extras in the back, just like the original Watchmen, and I'm sold. Also for DC, Dark Knight's Hawkman Found, metal tie-in with the metal cover. This is similar to Batman Lost and all the other Nightmare Batman covers. This takes place between Metal 4, which came out last week, and Metal 5. It leads right into Metal 5, and this is Carter Hall, Hawkman, you know, Dream, Daniel's father in continuity, and what he's been up to, where he is, and what the heck's up with this big-ass hawk god that's casting worlds in the Foundry. It's awesome. You need to get it. It tells you what Hawkman's up to, and I'm excited for issue 5. And then also for DC, Super Sons of Tomorrow Part 3, Teen Titans number 15. Last week we got both parts 1 and 2 with Superman 37 and Super Sons 11. This is part 3. Part 4 is next week with Superman. And it's Tim Drake from the future trying to kill someone else because they are a threat to the timeline. This time it's Jonathan Kent. And now we're seeing these characters that we want to see as long-term fans that we haven't seen well since before Flashpoint. The Connor Kent Superboy, Superman, I guess, because it's Super Sons of Tomorrow, Cassie, Wonder Girl, Wonder Woman, and Bart, Impulse, Kid Flash, Bart Allen. They are here. It's awesome. This is what a lot of old school DC fans have wanted to see, and I'm digging it. It's the story we wanted, and I'm glad that DC Rebirth is giving it to us. For Marvel, Phoenix Resurrection, Return of Jean Grey number 1, have a lenticular cover, same price as the regular issue, and it's oversized. It's a weekly book, so it will be one every week till it's done, and Jean Grey, Phoenix, the adult Jean Grey is back. I guess the young Jean Grey will be away, and now we have the real Jean Grey. And what was good about this book was it feels like the X-Men again. You have all these mutants from different teams, not even on teams now, just all together to deal with some big threat to mutant kind, that mutant weirdness that mutants need to take care of. And then they break up into smaller teams for specific missions that aren't any of the regular teams. And the fan in me is just like, yay, cool, this is fun. Let's get back to more of this X-Men stuff, you know, like there's too many mutants. Let's get them all together, mix them up, and give them some crazy threats to deal with, and let's have fun with it. So, you know, yes, there's a whole lot more resurrections than just Jean Grey in here, so things are not as they seem. If you read spoilers online that such and such is resurrected and that doesn't make any sense, it doesn't make any sense. It's probably not all true. It's in here, sure, but you know, just they're weekly, so the mystery will not be drawn out over 5 months. It'll be drawn out over 5 weeks, and you can deal with it for 5 weeks. We're getting Phoenix, Jean Grey back. It's going to be fun. Also for Marvel, Donny Cates This isn't getting as much buzz as his Doctor Strange, which I'm in love with. It's my favorite Legacy relaunch title, but it is solid. It's good. It's Thanos wins. Thanos in the future, an older version of Thanos, has actually gotten success and I guess runs the whole galaxy. And there's a cosmic Ghost Rider who looks really freaking badass. And this is not a spoiler. It's just me, you know, like, wouldn't it be cool if this isn't necessarily a cosmic Ghost Rider, but it's actually the son of Thanos and Death? Because, you know, Death is Bones and Ghost Rider is Bones, and that would be a cool revelation. It does not happen here. Nothing's even hinted like that in here, so I'm not spoiling anything, but it's something I thought of that I thought was cool. And there's a lot of cool stuff with a modern Thanos and the older, wiser Thanos that has won, but still isn't happy. Thanos is the story about a cosmic bitch that's never happy. He's always like, when I need more power. Death doesn't like me. I need more gems and stones and such. You know, I gotta catch them all or else I'm gonna be sad and kill everybody because I worship death. Well, this is a story of a Thanos who has gotten everything he set out to get and is still a whiny little bitch. So hopefully the younger Thanos, our Thanos, knocks the shit out of him and has an epiphany that, you know, maybe I shouldn't be so obsessed with this nonsense and just be a kick-ass bad guy. We'll see that. Maybe. I'm on board for Donny Cates, loving it, loving what he's doing with Doctor Strange. If you picked up his Doctor Strange and like it, check out his Thanos. It's only the second issue in. Thanos 13, Thanos 14, you're done. You got both issues. And then finally for Marvel, Star Wars, The Storms of Crait. This issue gave me, as a Star Wars fanboy, everything I wanted. Everything I wanted. The movie Last Jedi is divisive. Some people love it, some people hate it. A lot of the people that hate it are very hardcore, lifelong fans that also hated the prequels. And, you know, I didn't like the prequels, but whatever. I love Ewoks, so, you know, I got a lot of inconsistencies. I'm a real person. But anyway, Last Jedi had some badass stuff. I like a lot of the new characters, but didn't necessarily give the proper reverence and ass-kissing to the characters we love from the original trilogy. And this book does. This book does. Even Wedge Antilles is kicking ass in here and saying, like, don't mess with me. I'm the one who blew up the Death Star, or at least I was there and survived it. You know, Luke and Han and Chewie had something to do with it. I didn't get a medal or anything, but I was there. And, you know, you got Luke, you got Han, you got Leia, Chewie, Wedge, R2-D2, C-3PO. You got all the makings of a great Star Wars book. You have why the Rebels were ever there to begin with. And because when we see them on, you know, Crait, they're like, oh, there's that salt planet and such. We did something there before. You know, we're not really going to do any flashbacks about it because, you know, it's a movie. But maybe there'll be a comic book. And yes, there is. And it's a great story. And other than just, you know, filling in the blanks of, I wonder what the Rebels were ever doing there. That's a curiosity. That's one thing. You know, that's one box to be checked. You know, but that's not the relevant thing for me as a lifelong Star Wars fan. What's relevant for me is to see Wedge and Luke kicking ass together. That was fun. You know, like seeing Luke taking orders from Leia. That was fun. I enjoyed it. To see the budding romance of Luke and Han. That is great. So get this. It's awesome. Obviously, it takes place before Empire because Han wasn't frozen in carbonite. And it's a great single-issue one-shot. And the next one-shot is DJ Most Wanted. Benicio is going to have his one-shot Star Wars issue on the 31st of January. So get that. And then finally, this week, Saga Volume 8 is here. We got so many questions for it last week before Christmas of people wanting to pick it up. And it wasn't out last week. It's out this week, the week after Christmas. But Saga is such a big deal. It'll sell well whenever it comes out. This is the volume. It's here. Come and get it. And that's the week that is. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.